Well, good evening and well afternoon, somewhere along those lines, to another Scam Model Ninja. Today is Monday Funday, so we'll be playing around with Shlego again. But tonight we actually have some Pokemon cards to open. So yeah, let's turn that off. There we go. So there, so we have some Scarlet and Violet Pokemon, and we have 10 packets of them because where I managed to get these from, they were reasonably cheap once, and they were just from a local shop at the bus station. So everywhere else you normally get them from, they're about 6 or 7 quid normally. These were half that, which was quite surprising. So yeah, we're stuck with them. Excuse me. So I've been buying these over the last 3 or 4 days. If they were in the shop, I picked up a couple of packets each time. So we've now collected 10 packets. So yeah. So tonight's build is again the World War II USS Enterprise aircraft carrier. So that's what we're going to carry on building. Now, we might do a little bit on the Mustang. I don't know yet. Depends on how time goes. But we are going to do the Pokemon cards first. I need to clean my desk at some point. And we have Mark's Mods in saying good afternoon, Ross, and good afternoon, everybody. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, good afternoon to you, mate. Thank you very much for coming in. So I'm going to go down to down camera because the reason why I do these cards are for my eldest son, Roaring, and we've been slowly making up master sets for him so that they'll have them later on. I mean, the value of all the cards I've got for master sets at the moment is well over £1,000, and just 2 of those cards are worth about £300 in just 2 cards. So yeah, so this is one of the older sets. When are these from? I can't remember now what year, but it says on, I think it will say on the card. But yeah, so they're all fully sealed. So I'm going to change camera and we'll go down and do the where are we? Yeah, there we are. And we go into you and in here. And there we go. So we'll do these first. So packet number 1. Let's see what we get first. So there's no trick to open these. You just take these 2 cards off because one's the energy card and one's a code card. And you just do them over. So we've got Spaghetti 2, Houndar, Drifloon, Citadel, Rocky Helmet as a trainer, Mabostiff, Oinky Dongy, we have a Wattle reverse, a Zangoose reverse, and a Miraidon full hollow. Now, on one of my other sets, I've noticed that their Pokemon have announced that they, well, somebody has announced on one of the Poke channels that they may be banning 1 card from a certain set that I actually have. And that card is just a basic card, but it has a certain number on it. And because it's probably goes against them a little bit, but it's 666 for the art number. So it may get banned, and if it does, it's going to go increase in value, and I've got about 4 or 5 of them. So we've got Terratula, and we've got a Pokemon Catcher, trainer. And we've got a Gluncher, Dolive, another trainer, Jack U, Flagrato, and another trainer. That's 3 trainers in this set. And that's the Expo share. And then we've got Medicham or Medicham reverse. We have another trainer which is Defiance Band, which is a reverse. And then we have Armaroog full hollow. Hit number 3. So I think the base card that I was on about is and we have Mr. Panzer Pudding saying meow, and then hi Ross. Good afternoon, Panzer. Then we've got Rylu, Go-Goat, Scatterbug, Shuppet, Crocodile, Flamingo, Fortress, and then we've got Miriam reverse trainer, and then we've got a Sea Viper, and then we have, and that's a reverse, and then we've got Houndstone full hollow. We've got Mark Wood saying hi to Panzer, and then we've got David Markey saying afternoon Ross and afternoon folks. So good afternoon, David. Then we've got Paul Palpad trainer. Got a lot of trainers this time. And we've got Flabibi, Toxel, Roltz, Breloom, Kilowattrel, Heracross, Slowbro reverse, Rare Candy reverse, and then we've got Halucha full hollow. No actual SARs yet. And then we have Dorcosaurus joining us. So saying hello. So afternoon, Dorcosaurus. Then we've got Sandil, Mareep, Silicobra, Bishop, Breloom, Kilowattrel standard again. And we've got Greedent, Chansey reverse. Oh, we have the Nest Gold Ball, Pokeball. And I think that's one of the main cards as well. So then we've got the King Gambit full hollow. So we're just going to get a card protector for that one. I'll have to check and see if that's one of the main cards or not. Stick that there. Well, put it so I'll show a bit more. Don't want to do that. There we go. There we go. And we've got Brandon saying hi again to Dorka. And then we've got Brandon saying, who remembers football cards with that terrible chewing gum? Yes, well, Pokemon used to do the same thing. They used to have chewing gum in theirs at one time. When they first came out, they were. And then it got banned. It's a bit like the reason why you can't have Kinder eggs in America, because they got banned because they got plastic toys in them. And we've got Frucoco, Tropis, we've got the Pokeball trainer, Rotom, Torkoal, Scovillian, Winkelongi, we've got Blissey reverse, Sandil reverse, and Coridon full hollow. And Brook Bond T cards. Yeah. So then we've got Baroom. Then we've got Magikarp, Magnemite, Tortula, Spiritomb, Ultra Ball, Trainer, Espartha, Silazar, reverse, Armarook, reverse, and Arboliva, full hollow. So far we only got one pull. Not good. But then again, it's one of the harder sets to get any decent pulls out of by all accounts. Yeah, you got Panda saying, I remember T cards and the smell. And we've got Krogunk, Didandi, Corilla, we've got a Switch Trainer, another Greedent, and we've got Pavilion, and that there is the card that's probably going to get banned, because there's a certain number on the art card there, which is just there. Oops, move my finger. That has 666 on it. So yeah. And then we've got Dashbun, Fluffy reverse, and then we've got Pokeball reverse. Oh, and then we have an Iron Treads EX card. So yeah, we need to. So far 2 out of 10. Not good. Or 2 out of 8. There we go. So, packet number 9. And then we've got Varoom, Magikarp again, and we've got Magnemite again, Tartartuna, we've got Blissey normal, Vitality Band, Jack, Graveyard reverse, Ravaroom reverse, and we've got Skeldorogue full hollow. That last pack. Let's see, I hope we can get something decent out of this one. This is the last one. No, my luck, that one probably won't be worth anything. The way it usually goes. So we've got Settle Duddle, Varoom base card, another Magikarp, another Magnemite, we've got Fluffy, another Blissey, Tatsuguri, and we've got Ultra Ball reverse, Nimona reverse, and we've got Annihilape full hollow. So there we go. And we'll put these into the binder when I sit downstairs and watch some TV later on. So we do get 2 cards. So we've got the Nest Ball gold card, and then we've got Iron Treads EX card. Yeah, not bad. But we'll just kind of quick look. Let's see what the Nest Ball is actually worth. Shall we? What number are you? 255. Here we go. Let's see. He ain't worth a lot. About 25 bucks. by the looks of it. So it's probably worth about 13-14 quid ungraded. Not bad, I suppose. There we go. As I say, you can't win them all. But there we go. We'll get these out of the way. And I've got to pick up a load more of these penny sleeves for Roaring at some point, because he needs them for his football cards as well as his Pokemon cards. So there we go. Let's go back up camera for a minute while I move everything around. So basically nothing special out of them. Okay. So as you all know, we're doing the Shlego aircraft carrier. So that's where we got up to that. And one side section almost completed, which will go somewhere like that on the side of it at some point when it gets put together. We've got parts in the bag here that I'm going to take out quickly so that we can carry on building. Pile of parts. Move it out of the way. Just get all these separated out quickly. Shouldn't take too long because there's not that many of them considering. Now for this set there's over 2,000 pieces as far as I remember. Which is quite a reasonable amount for what it cost. I think this one, with my discount, I end up paying, I think, about £30 for it, I think, in the end. So yeah, I'm quite chuffed, and considering they're normally about 70 odd quid. So quite chuffed what you get it for cheaper, and that's off of Tmall. Now before we do carry on with this, I'm going to show you something else that's arrived. Nearly got my shorty. Grey rampings. Somewhere. And get all that. So how's everybody's else's day been? Hope it's been good. And what have we all got planned for our din-dins tonight? Me, I'm having pork chop, apple sauce, as well as well, I'm debating whether or not to have roast potatoes and broccoli, carrots and that sort of thing, or I'm just going to put it with chips. It depends how I feel. Okay, nearly there. A lot of grey parts. And there we go. I think we've got them all sorted. There we go. So now all sorted. So yeah, as I've got that for dinner tonight. And of course I still have my energy drink that I always drink. Okay. And that one's the cherry one, not just normal one. So we still got to work out where, well, that's a little dude, so we don't need that. Now these extra bits go in, I think they're not going in just yet though. Ah, bag 8, that's why. Okay, we'll just move that to one side for the time being. Then we just got to work out where we've got up to on this piece. So we join them two together and we've got all them together. So we've got all them parts together. So then we have excuse me. I think we got up to that bit there. We've got that on. I think that piece is already sorted. So now we start with this other part. So we need you and the black 3. That's each. Onto there like so. And this one. Onto there like so. That 2 goes next to it. But yeah, I've been quite surprised with this set. It's been really good standard wise. So we need you on the end, like so, and then you go onto there. And we need keep it in. One in you, and that long one. That one there, and that one there. And then we have Mr. Golden V doing the same. Greetings everyone. So good afternoon, Mr. Golden V. And then Mark was saying hi to Golden V. Then this part then joins onto there, and one of you onto there, like before, goes onto there, one of these goes onto there, and 6 points go along there, and then another one goes onto there, and one of these little green ones onto there. Oh, I better change the camera out really, isn't it? Doop. Then you can actually see what I'm doing. Would help, wouldn't it? There we go. Makes life a little bit better for you. Ha. You've got everybody saying hi to Mr. Gormley and Mr. Gormley saying hello to everybody, and then we've got David Markey saying just had a delivery off every. Oh, so right today before I came up, and this is one of the micro brick sets, and it is a space shuttle and rocket and the launching pad. So yeah, it has the whole thing, and these are the actual. This is actually the micro set. So the bricks are actually really small. I think what made me laugh though, the actual box came separate to the actual thing. But you can see the size of these bricks, which is one of the flat fours there. So I think these are half scale because you've got we got a flat four around here. Oh, there we are. So that's a normal size flat four, and then that's that one. So yeah, they're about half scale. So this one's over 3,000 pieces as well, and this is the Space Shuttle Atlantis. So and you got the launch pad, rocket boosters, the stand for it, the shuttle, and the main rocket. So you got a whole set, and this one cost me I think £6.50. So that's my little treat when I bought all the kids' Christmas presents. They're all ready. Just got to wrap them all yet. So next up we need you, and you go onto there like so. And then hits that one in there. Oh, excuse me. Sneezes. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep, 12. Something's not right there. That's better. Yeah, that's not in the right place, is it? Something's not right there. There we go. think that's now correct. You're supposed to 3 behind it. Yep, there is now. Yep, okay. And we need 2 of these. There's one going across. There, like that. And then 1 4-piece. That goes onto there. That goes onto there. That goes onto there. I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Big style here. So that 4-piece goes onto there. Right, the long black one goes there. And 5. Goes onto there. And you have to go on there as well. Oh, here we go with the old fireworks. That one goes like that. One of these long grey ones. After we put, there it is. That's the one I was missing. That one was there. That one goes onto there. Well, I think we're getting somewhere. Is that the first name? You're getting there somewhere. Now, we need you. That 4. That. Plain black one, there is. That one. And one of you. You. You go onto there. You go onto there. You then go onto there. And you onto there. And we need you onto there. You onto good in place. Now, like so. And you onto there, and then you onto there. Then we've got let's go over here saying hi to Panzer, and then we've got the Marcy Tamiya, German Army Tank Crew, no box, Moldova, Army Car, Gaz 67, Russian version of the Jeep, ICM French Infantry, 1914. Nice little delivery then. And we've got a grey one of these to go in there. We want these 4. My poor pretty cat's gone outside, and he'll be lucky enough he's not too scared of fireworks, which is a good thing. He's quite happy, he just sits there and watches them. one black one. Go onto there. Two of these grey ones there, and one there. We have you. And go onto there like so. Flat grey 2 there. And you go onto there. Flat grey 3 go onto there. And one of these. That, like so. Two of them. One in there and one in there. Need you to slot in there, and then you attach there, like so. Next up we have one of you and that one and that one. So 4, one goes there, and then you and go there. And you like so. Next up we have you and onto there is one of these flat black 4 on the one point there, and a flat grey 3. And we have you going on there. You then go onto there like so, onto it. Grey flat 2. And that one. That black. Onto there. Grey 3. And we have you on there like so. That one onto there. Got 3 of them. Wind. 2 and 3. The last one. So this one is going to go there, and you go onto there. So, two of them. one of you. That one. You onto there like so. And then this one. Yours onto there like so, I think. Floor. Then goes on to that one like so. Flat black 4 goes onto there. Bring these over. And then we need black 3 going on there. And a grey 4. Which is that one. Goes there. Okay. Grey 6. There we go. Onto there. This last black floor goes into there. Then we want the 2 pieces there. This is going to go that one on there, that one on there, you 2. Glue the shoe. And then we've got Go For It Phone joining us saying hello, good afternoon, Go For It, and welcome to the stream. And then we have your that one goes into there. You go onto there. We want these little things. There it is. You go onto there like so. And then we should have you going across there like so. Now we've got to stick loads of these little grey things on. We have you onto there. You onto there. Three. It's got 2 in it. Something's not right. What have I missed here? Oh no. You go onto there. Yeah, that's right. Like so. You go onto there, like so. You should onto there. And I've stuck them in the wrong place, haven't I? That's why. It doesn't help when I stick them in the wrong place. One, two, and then 5. One there spare. Okay. That's right. Managed to work out where I am, I think. Then we have you. So missing from there. You're not getting there. Oh, it's not right. Where are we on? I'm by the beaver somewhere. That one's supposed to go there. And you are supposed to go on there. And then you on there. There we go. Then we have you on there like so, and that one, then we come here. You and then you. Let me start swimming the chair a minute ago. I'll have to go and have a quick look a second and catch up. There we go. That's that in. Okay, let's have a quick look in the chat, see what's going on here. Go for voting, and then we've got, I assume the Gaz is a Tamiya kit, and he's going hi to go for it from Panzer. Then we've got David saying hi, hello Daniel. And then we've got Sarah Jane saying hi, Ross. So afternoon, Sarah Jane, and welcome to the stream. And you've got Sarah Jane saying hi to Panzer. She's also saying hi to David, and you've got Panzer saying hi to Sarah Jane. And Sarah Jane saying hi to go for it, and then you got Athel saying that's what a female always says after the fact. Surely you know that by now, Ross. And we've got Athel saying hi, Sarah Jane, and Deputy Panda Cat. And then Athel saying hi to David Markey, and then Athel saying evening to Daniel, and then we've got Sarah Jane saying hi to Athel, and then you've got David Markey saying hi to Sarah Jane. That should be chat caught up. Okay, so that's that all done there. Next up is joining these parts together. Which way are we going to join these up? Oh. That way, I think. Nope. That way. we go. I think that's all them joined together. Okay, so now something missing from there though. Definitely something. Definitely missing something from there. What have we got? There we go, turn it off a minute. I do believe we missed something. So that's that bit there, that bit there. Ah, that's why. I'm supposed to stick you. That can't be right. You're supposed to go into there like so. And then you're supposed to go on there. But you're not going to fit there. That's because you're supposed to be a 5, grade 5. Computers. Definitely done that one correctly. That's all gone that way. So we've got a grade 5 machine. Oh, how we got in flat grade 5s in the spares box. You got Dave Mark saying hello to Sarah Jane, and then you got Panzer saying, David saying, Panzer, this was made by Moldova in the 1998. It is more basic kit with no crew. I looked, sprues are different. Ew. And then you got Sarah Jane saying, how's uni going, Ross? It's going pretty well actually, considering. Considering my first assignment, I have to write about myself. It's like, no, don't like doing things like that, to say the least. That box like that. What kind of course it has to be? Third box. Well, hopefully. I may not have a flat 5, but I've got a 3 and a 2. That'll do. That will do. So if we put that onto there like that, and that onto there like that, because then that goes onto there, and then that goes onto there. That's definitely not right. There's something wrong here. Hmm. Oh, you're right. Yep, I've got it right. And then that then joins onto there. Well, I think that looks a bit better now. We don't know what that bit's for, but never mind. We've got all that in now correctly. Those two are joined together. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want 2, 4, and 6. We have you going onto there, and 1 and 2. And you then goes onto there. Number 2. And you go onto there. Onto there. And you onto there. And then it's the last 2. And 2, and then you go onto there. Well, there we go. That's our look, Tanzanian question. If Ross was the bike to uni, would this make him a unicyclist? No, because it has to be on, if it's on 2 wheels, it's only classed as a unicyclist if it's on 1 wheel. So behave yourself. This thing goes into there. And the black number 2. And you come onto there. You then go onto there. Then hopefully, another one of these little things, put you up there out of the way, you don't get lost. So now we've got to go, you somehow fit into there like so. That's it. That's one side on. Let's stick you onto there, like so. there. Now, I must admit, it is solid. That's a fairly solid structure for the bow. So, you've got some weight there as well. That sort of goes to show how big this is going to be, because it's quite, that's just the bow section. So yeah, quite impressed with that so far. And of course my computer now wants to do a restart, which we're not going to allow it to. So now we need all the bag of threes plus the wheelies. So we're going to end up building the side piece, the rest of the base, the hull, and some wheelies. And then we've got so saying, write about yourself. Oh, we so need to do that for you, Russ. Yeah, it's about my experience so far of how the it's called reflective writing. It's called in university terms. And yeah, it's not exactly my strongest point, so to speak. So I don't do much about myself anyway. And we need the two of these biggie wheels, like so. I don't need the little ones just yet. Back in there. And I think these are the extra bits that we've got to put in to make to strengthen it at some point, but that's not until bag 8. No, set 3. Bag set number 3. And you got Sarah Jane saying, close the door on the way out, Panda. And Panda's crying with laughter. And then we've got how many volumes, Sarah Jane? A chapter each, David, I reckon. Yeah. Yes. It's said it's been not the best of the last few years, but we are getting there. Get all this lot sorted. You got some specialty bits. Let's move you over to one side over there for a minute, I think. That way. I think we're going to need you for a bit. Mr. Wheelies can go up there and wait. bag. So as you all know, my actual channel has reached the 300 subscriber mark, which I am very, very grateful for. And last week we did a giveaway on last Friday, and that's going to be collected from here on Wednesday. And hopefully it should be with the winner up by Friday, hopefully, if all goes well. But you can never guarantee with the Great British Postal Service. It could take up to a bleeding month the way they're going. So, you know, I sent a parcel down to the boys, and it's supposed to be 48-hour tracked. 9 days later it arrived. Which, when you're paying for something, you expect it to at least make some sort of an attempt to be there within a sort of time period. But there we go. These things happen. Just to be awkward. Just two of them. Two of them. You want to go there. Making sure I've got enough room to manoeuvre here. And then this bag, and then we've got a bag of all the little bits. Yeah, very much. That's very true, Panzer. 48 hours at each spot that it went to. Mind you, it could have probably ended up being the Outer Hebrides, no doubt, and then found its way back. It wouldn't be the first time. I was actually sending a parcel on one occasion when down to, where was it now? Devon, I think it was. And yeah, for some strange reason, it went to Devon via Scotland. Why? Ain't got a Scooby. But it was a well-travelled parcel by the time it got down to the recipient, which did make me laugh. But it took it, I think it's, believe it or not, that actually took less time than what they actually did to send that parcel to my sons. So again, saying Rossi, it just means it was tracked for 48 hours, says nothing about delivered in that time. Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be delivered within 48 hours because I paid extra to make sure it was. But yeah, so much for that. But there we go, these things are sent to try, as they say. there, and then these I'm just gonna literally just pile there, I think, and I'll grab out what I need each time. Makes life a bit easier. Okay, so first up we are putting a wheel together. What was it? You and one of you. That's the other one. Good to go there. Use black bar. Stick you in there like so. That little green thing. Need you. Go 3 in and you onto there, like so. And if we have a little black technical piece, there it is. And that one, and then the other one of you. Oops, I forgot something. Forgot you little corgi. Oh, oh god, that's tight. Oh, behind me. There we go. And we need you, and then you. So we have a little wheelbarrow. Okey-dokey. And then we need a flat 8, and that goes onto there and onto there. And we need you. No, not that one. That one. Like so. We need you too. That onto there. We need 4 of these. Oh. Me. Oh. So yeah, I bought for Christmas. I brought an advent calendar for Roram, and it's one of the Pokemon advent calendars. And then I thought, yep, not a great idea, sort of thing. And then said to Roy, would you like one? He goes, yeah, I want one. So okay, fine, I'll get him one. And then brought it up, 50 damn quid for an advent calendar. I thought, hey ho. So yeah, that's what he's got. And then Draven, he's got the little bitty pop things. And he's got one of them as an advent calendar. And they're just as damn expensive. But they're for the kids and it keeps them happy. So I'm happy. Where are you? 1, 2. Okay, and then yeah, it goes into there. That goes onto wrong way there. And then you on there, and then onto there. 2 of these. four black pin. There it is. Go onto there. You. Go onto there. Not there. You got Sarah saying, Ross, you could keep me happy with a Malibu advent calendar. A bottle a day is all. I'm sure you'd enjoy sending me those. Well, I think Panzer should do it, as he's your deputy. I nominate Panzer. Then with each bottle, he should send you at least 2 kits as well. I think that's fair. Okie dokie, and then we want you onto there, and then you onto there. So this is obviously going to be part of the screws at the back. We've got you, and you're going to go through one of these, like so, in through the middle of there. And I think it's the dark grey ones anyway. You onto there. And we have one that side, one that side, and that's going to go onto there. You're going to go onto there. Yeah, this is definitely for the rear screws while it's fit. And then we've got that going onto there. We have you want there, you want it, side, you want there. Last two, they go through in there, in there. Actually, you want there, you want there. One of you, and one of you. Onto there. Oh, is he nose? Well, looking about right so far. Ross, you do realise you're asking Panzer to spend money? He'd gladly spend yours on Malibu though. Yeah, probably. Oh dear. Into there. Okay. And then we want to him. Wait, get back over there. Two of them and 2 4s. and this one, you go. Okay. Yeah, like so, and you like so. It's working. That's always a bonus that it works. And we need that on these four. Goes into there, like so. And then we need you, two of you. We have one going on the end there. That one goes onto there. Okay, so these two in it. 12s, 2, 4, 10. No, they're 10s. Two of these. That one there. That one there. Okay, it goes onto there, like so. Two very flat ones. There and there. Them two. So I want you go in there. You go in there, and you we want. Where are you? Them two. One there. And one there. Yeah, but Panda should be having his like pension pot come through to him, so he can afford it a lot more than I can. See, I have to buy knockoff Lego to give content. And we need these two. You're going onto there and onto there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Next up, we need one of your. We need there's 4 of them. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and them 2. One more. There it is. There we go. You got there. Look at there. Oh, put me in the wrong place. There we go. That's you. That's what we do. Now, next is Slopey. Where are you? There you are. Getting a bit breezy out here tonight. Oh, God. I certainly hear the wind blowing around outside, and yet they're still letting the fireworks off. Hopefully somebody will set their house on fire in the process. Yeah, you Pans are saying, I am certainly happy to spend other people's money. Just ask Dean at Junkworks. And you got Apple saying, well, belly filled with chicken and bacon and mango chutney mix, followed by meds and coffee. And I've got mine almost ready for when I go downstairs after finishing the stream tonight. And I'll have my din-dins all ready to go. And then we need that one, and then we get the last two of these. Oh, two more of these anyway. So we have you. Wrong way. There, like so. And then okay. That's it. There we go. And then we want fools. There we are. Two of them. And they're going to go on there like so, and then on there. On there. Two little square ones there, one, and there's two. There's in there. Well, there. And we need you. And there, and you on there. You on there, and then you go on to there like so. And grey fat two. And you on that side. And then this one, you on there, like so. Where? Okay, next we need 4, 8. Yeah. 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 And there. That's looking about right so far. Then we've got fans saying, I believe many years ago I educated my neighbours about fireworks and the lack of informing their neighbours. The looks on their faces after a barrage of Mark IV thunder flashes going off in their garden. Yeah, that will generally give them a bit of a windage. Lobbing a few good old flashbangs, guaranteed to wake the neighbours up and keep them well informed. Okay, so now we need the two little things there, two of them, and then I want you. There and there, and then you go on to there. Where's that sheathing gone? There you go. You go there. this one goes onto there, like so, and that one goes onto that one, like so. But yeah, as I said, I've been very pleasantly surprised how easily these parts have gone together, and they're not like some of the shlego kits that I've had in the past, where the actual pieces are extremely sort of like rubbery and flimsy. These actually feel and got the strength of like a normal Lego piece, which is quite surprising. And we have Slave joining us. He's saying, is it truly Monday, Friday, or is it just one day which happens to be after Sunday? The one day that happens to be after Sunday. There you go, Slave. Good evening, Slave, and welcome to the stream. And Alpha saying evening to Slave, and Slave's going hey hey. And then we've got Sarah going saying Panzer thunder flashes attached to paint grenades is fun, great fun, by the way. Yeah, that would be actually, especially if it's like you get that really midnight black paint that takes ages to get off. Sarah again saying Panzer Thunderflash, yep, and then we've got Panzer saying hi to Slave, and then we've got Alpha saying, is it just me in my old age, or has 2025 seemingly flown by faster than other years? It has seemed to have gone past reasonably quick. I agree with you on that one, Apple, but I think it's just basically getting old. And we've got Sarah Jane saying hi to Slaith. Slaith is saying, it's still in the AM over here, just to clarify. Well, it's not my fault you live on the other side of the pond and a bit further upwards. Then we've got David Marcus saying hello to Slaith. Next up we need two of these. And then we've got one going in there, and the other one going on to there. And then this one joins onto there. Like so. That's a bit flimsy at the moment. So we need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got David Mark saying hello to Slave, and then Slave says just a tad up and to the left, yeah. And then you got Alpha saying Alaska Slave. He be Canadian. So look these and go on to there like so, and then there, and you go on to there and there. Might have sort these out a bit now that I've got rid of most of the parts. Yeah, there we go. Ha. Originally, I'm from Bedfordshire, but I've been brought up all my life in Yorkshire. Born in Bedfordshire, but brought up in Yorkshire. You got Sarah Jane saying, Panther saying, Sarah Jane, try taping them to taping them to tins of ration pack jam. Noisy and messy at the same time. If it's ration pack jam, then you won't get it off anything. You might as well use that as a glue. And then you got Sarah Jane saying, I know that one, Panzer, great for decoration as well. Yeah, it's a very quick way of decorating. Then you got Slave saying, hey Ninja, I'm just curious if my ear recognition is working right. Are you from the land of mints and chocolate minties? Nope, afraid not. No, as I said, like I'm from, yeah, I live in West Yorkshire in the UK at the moment. And then you got Pan says, indeed, but not for the armoured infantry. And then you got Slave saying, oof, I fell down. I honestly thought you were in New Zealand. Nope, that's one place I haven't been to yet that I'd like to go. And then we've got Joshy Bean saying, evening fella ninja, and hope you're all is well, dude. Hello folks in chat, this week is my last week of being away. I may be back Thursday evening, and then this weekend is the model show. Can't wait. Ooh. And Pan's saying hi to Joshy, Sarah Jane saying hi, lovely Joshy hugs, and then we've got Joshy saying evening Panda, and Sarah Jane's up doing lots of kisses and whatever else, cakes and everything else. And you got Athel saying, Joshy B heard sweet jams being spread about. And then we've got Marcus saying hello to Joshy. So we have this section now coming up, and that's going to get joined to this part. Jeez. There we go. Ooh. Right, so, okay. So then we need these lot. For these. And I've done that right, haven't I? Dog. Usually I should get it right over else. Like that. And then that's why we have them like that, Welsh. And you go there and there. Yeah. So now we may be doing the thing. Yeah, it is fairly stringy at the moment, but I mean, when you think that that's the bow section, and that is absolutely solid. So yeah, I was quite surprised how sort of flimsy that is at the moment, but it will, once you get the side and everything on, and there's extra structure parts that go into it to actually strengthen it as well. But yeah, it's looks a bit wibbly wobbly at the moment, and that's how that started out, but it's now like a solid lump, and there is a fair bit of weight there as well. You got Derry saying hello to Ethel, and then you've got Joshy saying hey Ethel, honey flavoured of course, honey, hey David, and then you've got Joshy saying hi to Slave, and then you go Slave saying yikes, that looks long and springy, and then we've got Ethel saying evening David M, and then Joshy saying I like that jumper or hoodie you've got on, Ross. It's actually just a fleece jumper, and yeah, it's well, I think I got it off Yeah, I got it off of Temu, and I think I paid about £6.50 for it. So, and believe it or not, even though it's very, very thin, we've got the fleecy line in there. It's very, very warm. I'm saying, Joshy, it started out as a car seat covers for a Ford Focus. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like a knockoff version of like the Yellowstone type thing, with the big longhorn cow on it. Then we've got Josh saying, I might have to dip out before you're finished tonight. Sorry, just waiting for some food to be done at the person's house I'm staying at. Very nice. What are you having, Joshy? Then he's laughing at Panzer. So we need 2 of you and 1 of you. And 2 for each. And 2 for each. Then we need 1 of you like so, and 1 of you now the back here like so. Back 3 in. And we need that little shlego thing. There we go. There we go. Now, what we need next is 30 of these. So I think we're going to use all of these up. And 1 of these. So, green. And you. Let me get the slopey one. Where's the other one? Let's go on there. Put you on there like so. And then we just basically need one goes onto there. Like so, and up them on nicely. We're going to need them anyway. There we go. You, and then you. Just want that one. That. There. Oh, it's supposed to be just 2. So 2, and then we need that one. Right. I did have it right. Pongo. Then you go to there, and then there. And you're definitely going to strengthen that side up and everything anyway. Yeah, what we were saying, bargain. And then I've seen a few things off Temu, like t-shirts that are good. They have some funny prints on them. Have you seen the latest fashion? A cable tie bracelet that costs £300 plus, depending if it's gold, etc. Bloody hell, no. These are from a company called Ambush, and they look absolutely ridiculous, but that's fashion for you. Yeah, a lot of stuff is definitely make you think twice before you even think about buying any of that crap. I've never been fashionable at anything. I mean, I only wear what I'm comfortable wearing, and that's it. And if people don't like it, hard luck as far as I'm concerned. But then again, it's very rare that I spend any money on clothing for me, because when I wasn't at uni and I was working for myself, the only thing I did buy was work pants and work t-shirts and jumpers. So I didn't really spend any money on like normal everyday clothing. It didn't really bother me that way. Okay, next up we need, I don't need glue at the moment. Oh, good. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have you on the end. Like so. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you go into there, and you into there beside it. There we go. That looks about right. So we're going to say, my fashion is my slobs, Joshy. Comfy as hell. Yep. And Josh says, I'll just get a pack of cable ties from B&Q and paint them gold. That's just as good. That wouldn't surprise me. I'm the same, Sarah Jane. If I'm not lugging around in my joggers at home, I'm in my going out joggers for not being at home. Yeah. As I just used to wear combat pants, which were black, or me brown or white overalls for being decorating, depending on what type of work I was doing at the time. If I was out walling, I'd be wearing me brown trousers. If I was like doing building work with cement and that lot, they were wearing black combat type pants. And then with decorating, I'm usually wearing me white overalls. With fashion car seat cover jacket, Joshy. Yeah, dear. Yeah. So now we have 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 of these. 2, and then we got 1, 2, and these 2 go in the middle. And you in there. Oh god. This one then goes enough. Weird. Yep, like so. Next we have that one and that one. Onto there, and then you onto there. And then we've got that one of them, and that's going to go onto there. 8 flat, and then a 4 flat. So you are going to go onto there like so, and then you onto there. Yep. Next up we have that one. I think was it the other one? 14, 2, 4, 6, 10, 12, yep, 14. Like that. Then we want one of them and one of them. And we've got, of course, pans. Right, folks, I'm going to have to shoot off. Sorry, food's done. And as always, I'm always hungry. Have a good one. I'll catch you later, maybe, or hopefully tomorrow at some point. Bye, folks. So, off what? Joshy, see you later, mate. Of course, Panta, I'll go for a Vauxhall Nova style soup. And you got Pan saying later, Joshy. And you got David Moss saying later, Joshy. Apple saying take care of your stomach, Joshy. And then Joshy saying see you, Panda. David, Apple, Sarah Jane. And you got Sarah Jane saying bye to Joshy. And sheets. And that one goes there. And then you go there. And then you go there. Not the other way around. So this way around. Get me and over there, and then onto there, like so. There we go. And that then attaches to there, like so. Okay. This is obviously going along here at some point. We shall see. I would have thought somewhere in there is where that's going to go. We shall see. Okay, next up we need, let's just move you somewhere where I can actually bring you forward. Move this part forward and then I can actually move that to the back. That way. There we go. Give me a bit of small space. Need you, and you're going to go onto there. And I need you onto there. You, two of them. So I need two of them over there. And you go onto there. And more that one. Yep, 8, and that one goes there through. That one onto there. Was it dark grey? The dark grey one. There we go. Now 6. And you onto there like so. Turn it over. You go on there. And black 3 onto there. And then we want 3. 3 of these. And black 3. Where are you? Black 3s. Okay. There we go. That way, and then like so. That 6 goes like that, and then you go onto there like so. You go down that. Oh, not done that right. In the wrong position. Supposed to go there. That's better. And so then the flat 2 go there. That's looking about right so far. There from it. Yeah, so when I finish on here tonight, I've got some do a bit more work on my assignment. So I've got to work out how to get this blooming Harvard referencing done and get that part done. Hopefully tonight and get that all finished. So that one's going to go. Oops, read you and one of you. And you. there. You. You. You going on to there. Oh, wrong way. That's right, different. There we go. And then you come on that one. You onto there. And we need you going to there. And you onto there. You then go onto there. And we have you. After we put this on, you go onto there. You then go onto there. Plain flat grey one. On you. Okay, I need you. Onto there. That's obviously going to connect onto there somehow. Turn it over. And you on there. And then you go on to there, like so. And then we need you and you. Black 3 piece one. Alright, there you are. That one, and then that one. That's each. Going onto there like so. And you go along to there like so. Okay. This then connects how? Aha. Goes onto there like so. And this is also going to go onto there. And I'll say that is going to go into there. And then you go onto there. There we go. Yeah. So the back end of the boot's coming together. Next up is 12, that one of these. And then so that's going to go onto there like so. That goes onto there like so. Then you that, then you onto there, and you onto the first of all, it's black on it. That one, and that, and that, and you onto there. Plain one. Onto there. That one's there. And then we got that one, and then that one. And there you go. So they're all squished down and seated. There we go. That's better. This one then goes there and there and there. Okay. Then we turn it over. Into it together and I'm supposed to be two over. Like so, and then that one there we go. think. Okay. Now we need this one going where there, like so. Then you going across there, like so. Then onto there, like so. And then you go on there like so. So that's that side piece built up. And got a few little bits left over there as well. Move these out of the way. Slowly getting a collection of little bits left over. So now this now joins on to here. Oh god. Okay, let's get this set up right. That's going to go onto there. That's definitely not in the right place. So I'm going to have to move that one over. Like so. There we go. What's that point? Something's not right there. Something's not right. That definitely joins onto there. That's just definitely not right there though. It's not right there. Something is missing. Looks like I'm going to have to leave them off for the time being because something's just not right on that. I'll take that off a minute. I'll leave it where it was, but we'll see what's going on with that in a bit. So, well, I'm going to we've got Panda saying, you will have to excuse me, take care all. Okay, say that, Panda. And then we've got Sarah Gay saying, enjoy watching Kerry's grey screen, Panda. So yeah, so we've got pretty good so far tonight. We've got all that done. We'll go up to big screen. And there we go. So far we have all that bit done. And then we have one side section, which I'm sure there's something missing from it. But we'll see later on when we do the other side like this, because I think there's another section that goes on the back here somewhere that helps join it all up, which I will work out with the bag 4, which I'll be starting next week. So we won't be starting that one tonight, this week. So roughly, I'd say about halfway, well, about a quarter of the way through the build so far. So we're not doing too bad. Let me So yeah, because it shows that part. That definitely doesn't make sense. If that's going to there. That is supposed to join into there. So it doesn't make sense why it's got that one on there. Unless I've done that one wrong, that's why it's supposed to go that way around. And you're supposed to go that way around as well. Which it does. Now that makes sense now. Yes. It does make more sense. But there's something missing. And that's why. Because that's supposed to go on there. Onto there. That goes into there. That goes into there. Yeah. Like so. That goes onto there. That goes into there. That's it. Oh god. Don't you do things like that to me. That goes into there. Oh, swine. It goes onto there like so. Oh, you swine. You just don't want to play ball, do you? You go onto there. You're supposed to go into there. Ah, gotcha. There we go. I will beat it. And you go into there like so. Ha! Hey up, Lindsay. How we doing, lad? And you just caught us at the end. Again. Oh. Bleeding thing. You go on there. You go into there. There we go. And you go onto there. And then into there. And you can go onto there. Come on, stop breaking off bits. There we go. That bit onto there. Oh, will you stop knocking bits off, you idiot? Thank you. Jesus. There. Now, that's made it a lot stronger. So there we go. We now have one side all on. I didn't keep poking bits off it. So yeah. So we've just got those bits to go in when we get them in the next bag, I would have thought. So then they'll join together. So yeah, I'm quite happy the way this turned out so far. And we now have at least one side on the boat. So yeah, okay. That's got rid of that. So it just basically stopped everything from falling over and losing bits. So hopefully it should stay together with the rest of the parts. So, as I said, Lindsay, you've just joined us right at the end. I do apologise. But yeah, it's time for me to go down and do a bit more studying and watching a bit of TV. So I will say bye-bye for now. Take care, and thank you very much for everybody that's watched. And again, a big thank you to everybody that has subscribed to my channel. It is very, very much appreciated. And it just goes to show that we all stick together out there. So bye-bye for now.